Just recommend shout out to everybody out there, man. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day wherever you are, man. And yeah, man, some Clash of Clans, man. We're gonna check out some Clash of Clans. So June 2020, June 2022 dev update has been released like yesterday or 2 days ago. And yeah, so we're gonna check it out, man. So I do have a Clash of Clans playlist, so definitely check out the Clash of Clans playlist. Hopefully you guys will enjoy that, and let me know what you think about this new update, man. What you think about the new stuff, what's added, and definitely check out my playlist for Clash of Clans, man. And yeah, you guys want me some Clash of Clans videos by me, man. Subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and it should be a very interesting video. With that, here we go.
Hey Chief, it's been just over a month since we released the massive Clan Capital update.
Massive.
And we hope you've been enjoying this brand new facet to Clash of Clans.
Right.
Although Clan Capitals adds
Clan
a whole
Capital
new
was
dimension
very good,
to
man.
how you clash,
Very good.
We've got an update
I was very
coming
surprised
with
by
some
that.
much
That was a
needed
big
quality of
update.
life improvements, game fixes, and balance changes. In this update, we've taken our community's input and we're implementing some changes
That's good to listen
based
to
on
the
that
community.
feedback. We've got quite a few quality of life improvements. Without further ado, let's dive right in.
Let's go.
The goal of Clan Capital is to unite and engage the entire clan, where you help create a thriving, growing city where every member can contribute to its development. We've got a few capital-related quality of life improvements going in the June update. So to start, builder potions will now work on the forge, allowing you to speed up the rate at which you can manufacture capital gold. And who doesn't want more of these really cool golden purple coins?
Facts. I want that.
We've also added a profile button that will allow you to view your enemy clan during a capital raid. Additionally, you can now create district-friendly challenges during a raid weekend for layouts that have not been changed during that weekend. One thing that we've noticed is that not everybody realizes when an army camp in your clan capital has finished upgrading. When you do an attack during a capital raid weekend, if you have not used the full housing space limit in your army, it will let you know that you cannot initiate that attack.
Okay.
When you visit the trader,
Trade improvement.
if an item is out of stock, usually it just shows up as grayed out. Now, after the update, sold out items will be much more clearly labeled instead of
Sold
just
out.
having
Yeah,
a grayed out
that
icon.
makes sense. That makes a lot
Trying
of
to
sense.
determine how many capital raid attacks you have left requires you to visit the clan capital. But after the update, the number of attacks you have left will be displayed over the airship.
Oh, nice.
That way, you don't need to actually visit the clan capital to see how many attacks you have left.
Yeah, 'cause that's annoying.
So let's touch on raid medals. Raid medals in the current system are rewarded equally amongst everybody in the clan. After the update, raid medals will be distributed based on the number of attacks instead of distributing them equally, even if you haven't used all of your attacks. But what about the home village?
What about
You're
them?
asking. Don't worry, we've got you covered.
Okay.
To start, we've got zero troop training costs. I really hope the editing staff added just adequate amount of reverb to highlight how big this is. We are removing all training costs for troops, spells, and seed machines.
Nice.
Yes, you heard that right. All training costs are now removed. That means
crazy.
you don't need to spend any elixir or dark elixir to train your army.
That's crazy.
Well,
That's good.
worry no longer. All costs are now removed. We want you to be able to train any army without having to worry about being able to afford it. Training time and housing space limitations are still present in the game. Now that you've got more resources at your disposal,
Way more.
what can you do with it? We've got a few changes going into effect. In this update, players will be able to begin upgrading their walls with Elixir starting at Town Hall 5. Additionally, clan castles will now be upgraded with Elixir instead of gold. These changes are to help balance the increased amount of Elixir players will now have access to with the removal of training costs, and to ensure there is an adequate Elixir sink still available in the game. Another quality of life improvement that has been requested over the years is a remove all button when training your army. If you have a bunch of troops
Never asked for that,
already
but
in the
that's
training
cool.
queue, having to manually remove each troop one at a time is so time-consuming and tedious.
True.
If you want to remove the entire training queue in one tap, there's a button for it. It will wipe the queue clean, allowing you to create a new roster from scratch. And speaking of armies, we've got a quality of life change we think will go over very well with everyone. Quick donation of any super troop.
Nice.
That's right. You can now donate any super troop with gems, even if you don't have that super troop activated. The only requirement is that you must have access to that super troop yourself. For example, if you don't have access to super dragons, you will not be able to quick donate super dragons for gems. You can only donate the super troops you can activate. And yes, 1 gem troop donations will work with this, and you'll still receive any season pass or clan perks associated with troop donating. Pretty cool, right?
That is pretty cool.
Another quality of life change
Bro,
going into this game.
I like the
is purely
changes so
aesthetic,
far, man. Great
a
changes.
Scenery randomizer. Just like the skin randomizer, the scenery randomizer will randomly select any scenery you've acquired and will apply that scenery every time your base is loaded.
Yep.
And just like the skin randomizer, you'll see a list of your available sceneries. Just tap the ones you want in the randomizer rotation. Anytime your base is loaded, a random scenery from that selection will be applied, making your village feel fresh and visually distinct each time you visit your village. All right, Chief, we need to have a talk. We've got one last quality of life change that has been a long time coming, and one that has been hotly discussed in the community for a while. We are talking about national flags.
All right, national
In
flags.
this update, we will be removing all national
Let's
flags
go.
from the game. When Clash
Oh,
was
no!
first launched 10 years ago, we never expected the game to become the wildly successful phenomenon that it is today. And although there are relatable references in Clash of Clans to the real world, the Clash universe is its own fantasy setting with its own cast of zany
So
characters.
can we replace
from
some with like
wizards
our
who
clan
summon
flag or
bunnies
something like
to
that?
hammer-wielding, mohawk-sporting hog riders to magical spells that summon a gaggle of murderous bats or skeletons. When this update is released, any national flags that you may have purchased from the store will be refunded.
Okay.
We want to make sure the Clash universe remains separate from the real world, and thus removing all the flags from the game.
Oh, you know what
Any
too?
fictional flags that are not associated with any nationality, those will still remain in the game. And
Because
one last
of
thing we
war
want to touch
in
on is
Russia.
that we've got some balance changes
Because
going into this
Russia.
update as well.
And probably because
We've
of
reduced
China.
the hit
Probably
points
that's
of
why, but
walls
with Taiwan,
ranging from Town Hall 9
they're owned by
to
a
Town Hall
Chinese
13
company.
to make ground attacks much more
So
violent.
they probably don't want a
For a full list of
Taiwanese
balance
flag
changes,
in the game.
please make sure
Or
you check
Russian
out your
flag.
favorite Clash
So
content
that's
creator
why.
for the latest news regarding what's changing, how it affects the meta, and what you can expect to happen to your favorite strategy. And don't forget to check out the full patch notes when they're available. You'll be able to find them linked to our official social media channels, and we'll also add them to the description below.
Okay.
Please keep your feedback coming. Leave your comments below. Don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button. Your input has helped make so many changes to Clash of Clans, and that passion and excitement over the last 10 years tells us that there are still many more great years ahead of us for this incredible game. We can't thank you enough for being such an amazing community, and we can't wait to show you what the future holds for Clash of Clans. Until next time, Clash on.
Clash on, baby.
We've really appreciated that. So I'll push off camera.
Yes. So you.
Don't worry, we've got you covered.
Yeah, so that was the video, guys, man. That was a very interesting video. So yeah, they have removed flags like national flag. Hopefully they replace it with like clan flags, but they said that if there's any other flags that's in the game that won't be removed. That's not like country. I think the reason why they did that because probably the war in Ukraine and because of China. China's owned Supercell is owned by China. And they probably, because China like probably don't want Taiwanese flag or stuff like that in the game, so that's why they probably removed it. And yeah, man, a lot of new stuff, bro. A lot of new stuff. I like how they stay getting the feedback from the community. So let me read this real fast. So the June 2022 update is here. This update we've got a bunch of quality of life improvements, such as removing Training costs. Yeah, that's one thing too, man. The removal of training costs is pretty cool. You get to train your troops for free. And spells in Siege Machine. Okay, that's what's up. We've also got some QOL stuff for Clan Capital as well. There's a bunch of balance changes, man. So I like what they're doing so far, man. A lot of new content, and as I said, man, the community feedback is probably the greatest thing ever. Them listening to the community, them trying to improve the game and make the game better a month at a time. And so yeah, what you guys think about this, man? What was your biggest what was your biggest what was the biggest improvement for you from this, man? What was the most important thing they mentioned in the update in the video, man? Let me know in the comment section, and yeah, let me know what you think about this video. So subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. I do have a playlist for Clash of Clans, so definitely check out the playlist. And yeah, check out my other videos too, man. Join the channel too, man. Become a member. With that, I'm out of here. Peace.